Hey, I'm Matt from Matt Lane Fitness. Welcome back to another Personal Trainer Answers Your Questions. However, today, I'm sad to report that I'm all alone. I don't have a Holden. I don't have a wife. It's just going to be me. Before we dive into this video, be sure to hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. That way, every time I put out a video, you're going to know about it. Okay, let's do it. In this video series, I, as a personal trainer, answer fitness questions from Reddit. I don't know it all, but I will tell you what I do know. Okay, Reddit, what do you got for me today? Okay, so if someone asks me, how much can you lift weight in bench press or deadlift? All right, basically they're asking, how much weight can you lift, bench or dead? Should I be saying the equal weight on both sides or add both side weights? So they're asking you the total weight. The bar, 45 pounds plus the weights on each. So if you had a 25 on each side and a 45-pound bar, which is standard, it would be 95 pounds. You are lifting a total of 95 pounds. Would running twice a week make any difference in my fat percentage? I'm following InSun's LP 4-day program. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a 5-3-1 program. Got it. Okay, this person's doing strength. Got it. That's a confusing question because you're doing a strength program and then you're asking about body fat percentage. All right, long story short, if you're trying to drop your body fat percentage, what really matters at the end of the day is your calories, your nutrition. You can train your butt off, but if you're not watching your nutrition intake, the amount of calories, your macros, it's not going to matter. Most people are not really worried about their body fat percentage. So if you are, shoot for a maintenance calorie goal. And then on the days that you are doing strength, bump the calories up just a little bit, and you really have to tweak this and play with this. Those calories are very particular to you. Would running twice a week affect your body fat percentage? That also depends on how far you're running, how long you're running, how hard are you running. At the end of the day, calories is what matters. What else we got? We always say that back and upper body need to be worked equally for balance. Yes. But what about lower body? Good question. If you're talking about literal symmetry, so are my muscles the same size, the same striations, all that? For the legs, I think it would make sense to do one-legged movements in addition to the squats and deadlifts. Now, if you're talking about strength, then it's a little bit different. Overall, I think that if you're doing bodybuilding, you need to implement both. That's just my opinion. I don't know it all. Let's move on. How do you know if you cut too soon? So I am 6 feet, 170 pounds. I started to cut about a month ago to see if I can get some of my abdominal definition back. A month on, I've not seen much fat loss and nose finition. Okay, you started a cut, you haven't seen much abdominal definition, and you've lost some strength. I feel like I started the cut too soon, and I should hit a higher weight before I start, but considering this is my first bulk and cut, I have no clue when to start or stop. I'm at 1,800 calories. Any input would be appreciated. First and foremost, you're gonna lose strength when you cut calories. Your body needs calories to operate and perform. So when you give it less than it actually needs, yes, it's gonna cut fat, but you're gonna lose strength. This takes time. Cutting fat takes time. This really depends on so many different things. You're 6 foot even, I guess, 170 pounds. It depends on your daily activity. Depends on how old you are. Depends on how hard you're training. It depends on a lot of things, but I'm gonna take a guess here and think that 1,800 calories is a little aggressive for you, because 1,800 calories for me at 5'8", 165 pounds is pretty low. So take your time with it and be patient.
Good one, Matt.
On to the next one. When am I considered to be recovered from a workout and ready for another? Is it just when I have no aches and pains and feel ready? Or is it when my body is done repairing micro damage to any muscles? Yes and no. First and foremost, being sore is not a good indication of a good workout or a good training session. A lot of people believe that. Typically 24 to 48 hours, a muscle should be recovered. It depends on your age, your height, your weight, your activity. How often do you train? How hard do you train? At the end of the day, I have learned to listen to my body, and you know when you're truly, truly damaged. As long as you're doing the right things in recovery, such as eating, sleeping, and taking enough time, say 24 to 48 hours, you should be good. How to incorporate cardio in 6 days/week PPL, push-pull leg. It's a certain type of programming. I have not been doing any cardio at all, and so far only lifting in the gym. but I want to have good endurance and cardiac health. Smart. I can only think of doing cardio on one rest day I get, but that's not enough, right? So what's the most efficient way, or when exactly should I do cardio for a PPL program? Long story short, if it were me, I would be doing a little bit of cardio after a few of the sessions per week, maybe 2 to 3 for cardiac health. If you're doing push-pull leg 6 days a week, you're going pretty hardcore. And it sounds like you're pretty dedicated. Doesn't sound like the cardiovascular endurance is your main focus. You could do light walking or maybe a brisk jog.
I believe it's jogging or yogging. It might be a soft J. I'm not sure, but apparently you just run.
20 minutes, 30 minutes after the workout. That rest day is really important. You need to take some downtime. On to the next. How often to work out a certain muscle group? For my scenario, I'm only focusing on working out my chest and biceps. Is it better to work out both every day or alternate days? Focusing only on one of the muscle groups per day, basically. I'm going for building muscle mass. I am working out the rest of my body, by the way. I'm not only doing bicep and chest. Got it. Is it better to work out both every day or to alternate days? I think that you need to alternate days. Working them out every single day, you are eventually going to break down those muscles. You're not going to be able to consistently do that, and then that's going to just kill your morale. Alternate the days if you're going to do it. Be smart about it. Don't put too much volume on these muscles. At the end of the day, what makes muscles grow is progressive overload, continuously raising the volume over time, and that's what matters. That's how you strengthen the muscle, and that's how you actually add muscle on. So there you go. Interesting. All right. Workouts that help me in lifting tires. Started working in an automotive industry and struggling to lift tires when doing a tire rotation on a car. It feels awkward and I start shaking when holding it up to put it back on the vehicle. Are my delts just weak? Okay, so this person started working in the automotive industry and they're struggling to lift these tires. I'm gonna guess that they're not very active. I have two things here. One, you just started in this industry and you're having some physical problems doing this, which means obviously that you're new to it. You're getting a workout every single time you go to work. You lifting these tires. Your body should adapt if you're eating right, you're recovering right. I mean, this really is a workout. You're going to get better at it. You're going to get stronger. However, if you did want to start training to be stronger, then I'd be doing some squats and some deadlifts. There's many, many more movements that you could do, but I think those would be the most beneficial for you. You mentioned that your muscles are actually shaking. That just means that you are reaching the maximum amount that your muscles can actually handle. Don't worry, that should evolve in time and get better. Keep at it. I lift every other day. Will it benefit me more eating a higher surplus on lifting days? Example, let's say maintenance calories is 2,500. If I consume 3,500 on the days I lift, and I always lift first thing in the morning, and eat at the maintenance on the days I don't, so 2,500, would the results be noticeably different than eating 3,000 calories in terms of amount of muscle versus fat that is part of the weight gain over the course of a year, let's say? Absolutely. The fat levels will be different over the course of a year. 500 calories and 1,000 calories in a day, much, much different. People overestimate how many calories we actually burn lifting weights, and I will tell you it's not nearly as much as you think. If you're going to do a surplus on the days that you lift, I would definitely not do 1,000 calories. I would do it closer to 500 calories. I would actually do it closer to 300, but it's very dependent upon your body. So give that a shot. Last one, and this one's right at my heart. What is the best way of tracking fat loss? Would you say using measurements as in waist size and etc. would be the best? Yes. Or would it just be if the number is going down on the scale? No. What do you think? There you go. The scale is the worst indicator in my opinion. Measurements, photos, videos, how you're looking, how you're feeling, how's your head, is your skin clear? The scale is not the devil, and it is a good measurement at times, but really and truly you want to use all of those measurements. By the way, I'm here in my podcast studio, the Better Than Yesterday Everyday Podcast. My wife Jenna and I run this podcast. Go check it out. There's a YouTube link in the description below. I'll also probably put a card somewhere. We really love doing that podcast. I hope you enjoyed the video. I apologize Holden wasn't here.
Sorry I wasn't there, guys.
I apologize Jenna wasn't here.
Sorry I wasn't there, guys.
I will try to get them on the next few that are coming. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. drop a comment down below asking a question that you'd like to see on a future personal trainer answers your questions. Okay, I think that's it. Guys, you don't have to be perfect at this fitness question thing. Just try to be better than yesterday. Every day.